TAHIRA here. Yes, that's my legal government name. I spell it with all capital letters because I have big blessings in my life. Making a living as an artist, turning my passion into profits, and hoping to teach you how to do the same. Let's get into it. Three hats every thriving artist wears. These are the hats or the roles that make an artist a thriving artist and not a starving artist. Bam. Hat number one. Hat number one is the hat of the artist, being an artist. I'm not trying to be funny. I'm not trying to be obtuse, but I am often surprised at how many artists don't spend time on their art form. And some say, oh, where do I find the time? Especially if you're not a full-time artist, like, where do I find the time? How do I carve out time? That's not to say you're not an artist if you're not making art all the time, but certainly, if you're an artist, you should be regularly making art. So how do you carve out time? Well, schedule it. Yes, I'm of the belief that your art can be created in a spontaneous, magical moment, like descending from the heavens, or when you are in the shower, or you wake up from a dream and it's all right there. Just moment of magic. Yes, that's a real thing. But also, scheduling time to work on your art form is an effective way to create art. And I've learned this. Varies different, like books I've read about, how to be creative, how to be more creative. One of those books, one of my favorite books, is The Artist's Way by Julia Cameron. But schedule it on your calendar. From this day from this time, I'm going to whatever. And whatever that is for you, what would you do during that time? You could work on a solo. You could work on a certain technique. You could work on the basics, like, scales, or I'm using all these music references, but, work on a particular story, or all the different ways in which you create your art. As every artist knows what that is. But schedule time on your calendar to make art. How else can you find time? Go on artist dates. This is another gem I got from the Artist's Way book. Go on artist dates. Take yourself out on a date once a week, twice a week. That'd be dope, twice a week, but I mean twice a month. Doesn't have to cost money. My frequent artist dates take myself down to the river and sitting and observing nature. Don't cost a dime. Just get yourself there. Maybe for you it's going for a walk. Maybe for you it's going to a garden. Whatever it is for you, take yourself on a date on a consistent basis. That's a way to create time to make art. The other hat a striving artist wears is that of an advocate. What's an advocate? What is it to advocate? It's about being a part of community, right? It's about being in the places to find out what's going on in your industry, in your art form, keeping up to date with that. And also, if there is something happening in your community relating to your art form that you need to lend your voice to speak truth to power. And any way you do that, that could be through your social media, by even like political advocacy, like writing a letter to your elected official, being a part of the business commerce in your area. Because I always say, artists, you're a business, you're in business, you're a business owner. Staying up to date on anything that's going to be affecting you as an artist. Advocate for your art form. Advocate for other community of artists. I've seen some wonderful groups formed over this last, from 2020 to 2021, with everything shut down, with some real strong advocacy around, for instance, for musicians, holding Spotify and those streaming platforms feet to the fire. Another organization, the Teaching Artists Guild, shout out to Jennifer Ridgway and all those folks there. They do wonderful advocacy work. They have this wonderful video calling art organization to task. So I put a link to that in the description, in the show notes, because that is an excellent example of advocacy. The other hat that artists wear is being an authority. How do you be an authority? Why do you want to be an authority? Well, how is by sharing your knowledge. Being authority means, you speak from a position of skill, of experience, of knowledge. So sharing your knowledge, sharing like behind the scenes of how you create art, or sharing what inspires you, sharing information about other artists that you respect, or what is it like to have a mentor and what did your mentor teach you. These all of this type of information puts you in a position of authority. Why do you want to be in a position of authority? Well, first of all, you want people to use your services. Artists, I'm gonna say, all right, you're a business owner. So you want your target market to see you as knowledgeable, as an authority, because when people do that, then they want to give you money. They want to use your services. So putting yourself in a position of authority puts you in a place where people want you to show up as an artist and do what you do as an artist. The 3 hats, in summary, that thriving artists wear is artist, advocate, and authority. What do you think of those 3? Would you add any? Would you take some away? What do you think? Comment below and let me know your thoughts on what is required to be a thriving artist. Let's keep the conversation going. If this content resonated with you, please, I don't want to ask you to do, please like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell, share. Let's keep this conversation going. Peace and grace. Be good to yourself and be good to each